and welcome to
Cooking with Coastline.
So today on the show, we're going to be preparing some healthy, on-the-go breakfast recipes. I know as a busy working mom, it's so tempting sometimes to just go to a drive-thru at, say, like a Dunkin' Donuts or a McDonald's, and you know, a lot of times I'm not getting the biggest bang for my buck nutritionally and you know, in my wallet.
Exactly.
So what's nice about these is that you can make them, freeze them, and then pull them out whenever you need them. So love that, love that. So we're going to be doing a carrot and apple muffin recipe.
And then I'm going to be doing a peanut butter and honey chewy granola bar.
Very nice. You know, and I haven't made granola bars prior to this, so I'm really excited to make that recipe
today. It's such an easy and quick recipe with so few ingredients, and they taste delicious. So I'm really excited to share them with you guys.
Very cool. Okay, so now for our muffins, we're going, Jess, if you could start grating those, we'll peel them first, the carrots, and then start grating them for me. What I love about this recipe is that we're going to be adding some fruits and vegetables in there. And I know for myself, I have a very picky daughter, but putting fruits and vegetables into recipes like muffins, she loves muffins, so that's a great way to boost the nutritional value of it, as opposed to saying going to Dunkin' Donuts and, you know, getting a chocolate chip muffin or something like that. So great choice. As a mom, it feels like a really good choice for us. So, okay, so the first thing, while Jess is doing that, I have some whole wheat flour. Okay, so it's about 1.5 cups. And then I need a 1/4 cup of oatmeal, of ground oatmeal. So I just put this in the blender for just a couple of pulses, and then it was all set and ready to go. Okay, and then I'm going to be adding 2 tablespoons of flaxseed. And so this is something at home. I put flaxseed in so many different recipes. I put it in the pancakes that I make. I put it in cereal if I'm making bread. It's so, so good for us. It's very high in omega-3s, which is good for heart health. It's good for diabetes. It's good for help to prevent certain cancers. So I love sneaking it into my recipes whenever I get the chance to. So I love the fact that these muffins have these. Okay, so then we're going to be adding some cinnamon. Okay, baking soda, baking powder. Okay, very good. Going to give that a little bit of a mix. How are you doing over there, Jess?
I'm doing good. I'm getting ready to grate them down. You said 1 cup, correct?
1 cup, yep, 1 cup of fresh carrots. Or, you know, if you don't have time, they sell grated carrots already done for you that you can add in soups or anything, stir fries or something like that. So if you don't have time, that's always an option too, that you could buy grated carrots. Yep. Okay, so now in a separate bowl, I'm going to add all of my wet ingredients. Okay, so I have 1/2 cup of honey. There we go. Just scrape that on there like that. And honey too, it's another nice alternative to just say refined table sugar. There's a lot of studies out there of the health benefits of honey. You know, it's really good to boost our immune system. It can be good, you know, and it's good too to support our local farmers, because I tend to get a lot of local honey. So it's always good to support our local farmers. So.
And I read somewhere that versus a regular table sugar, that your body is able to break it down easier compared to regular sugar. I think sugar, like something to do with the enzymes and the molecules, that your body, it takes more energy to break it down.
Well, actually, honey is lower on the glycemic index, so there is some truth to that. So table sugar is very processed, so the body uses it really quickly, as opposed to, you know, honey that's more of a natural sugar. It is a little bit lower on the glycemic index, which is always nice. Okay, so now I need 2/3 cup of applesauce. So again, what else is nice about this recipe is that it replaces the oil with applesauce. So if you have some recipes at home that require oil and you're thinking, oh, you know, I'd like to cut down on some of the calories, some of the fat that's in there, applesauce is a great way to go. Okay. So 2/3 cup right there. And I bought the no sugar added applesauce, so that's something to be careful of. A lot of times they'll add, you know, extra added sugars, and apples are sweet enough all in their own. Yeah. So you don't need to add any more sugar to that. Okay. And so I need 1 medium apple grated. So again, so I'm adding some more fruit to there. Applesauce and apples to this. So I'm just gonna start peeling this.
All right, we finally have our 1 cup of grated
Great!
carrot.
Thank you so much. It's a labor of love.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, and carrots too, you know, they're really good. They're high in vitamin A. You know, they're really good for eyesight. So, and too, you can get that at a farmer's market too in the summertime, which is wonderful.
Right.
Okay. All right, very good. Yeah, there's so many different products out there, you know, for muffins, you know, that they're really highly processed, you know, there's not a lot of nutritional value to them.
And that's why I normally don't eat muffins, so I'm really excited to try these out today because they're such a better alternative than the muffins that you find even Dunkin' Donuts or in the bakeries at your local grocery stores. So I'm really excited to try these out.
You know, and I would encourage you guys, you know, if you're not a huge baker, you know, and you want to try some healthy recipes, take some time, you know, take a couple hours out of your Saturday or Sunday, bake them, bake a ton of them and freeze them. And then, you know, whenever you do need them, you can always just pull them. So that's always a great option too. All right, so Jess, would you mind actually grating this apple for me?
Okay.
It's a little bit easier to grate, yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna add our carrots to here, to our wet ingredients. All right, while Jess is doing that, I'm gonna give it a stir.
Never grated an apple before.
No.
But it
Yeah.
works pretty well. It's easier than the carrots.
Yes, it most certainly is. Well, you're getting a good workout
Yes.
too, right?
Getting a good arm workout today.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Yeah, you can't buy grated apples, at least I don't think so out there on the market, but you can buy some grated carrots. Okay, so this is looking good. And we've preheated our oven to 375 degrees. And they'll take around like 15 to 20 minutes to bake them. You know, and if you're not a huge fan, say, of apples or carrots, you know, there's other different vegetables and fruits that you can add. You know, you can add
banana would be good.
Bananas. Yeah, you can make your own banana bread, so that would be like another nice alternative there.
All right.
Perfect.
Apple here.
So, yeah.
Add this. Oh, put carrots in there too, but doesn't hurt.
No. Very good. All right, so now I'm gonna add the dry ingredients there. And you know, we used a whole wheat flour as opposed to white flour.
It's always a better alternative.
Always a better
than your
alternative.
refined white flour.
So, but you know, if you're not the kind of person that likes whole wheat, you know, as a dietitian, I tend to hear those complaints sometimes from consumers. What you could do is you could maybe try just doing a mixture, because whole wheat is it's very dense, but it's got so many wonderful, wonderful things in there. It's got B vitamins, it's got fiber, so many wonderful things in there.
When I switched from regular white pasta to a whole wheat pasta, and I was very nervous, and at first I really didn't like the taste of the whole wheat pasta, but now that I've been trying it and eating it more often, I don't even like the white pasta anymore. So make sure you just give things a try before.
You know, and sometimes I hear that a lot too with people who are trying to reduce their salt intake, their sodium. That, you know, they may have put salt in so many different things. They went out to eat it a lot. They ate a lot of processed foods. And then once they got rid of the salt and then went back to eating it, they just Oh, it's so
Yeah,
salty.
once you take it out of your diet, you can
your
taste
taste buds
it.
adjust, exactly. So again, so if you're not one that's used to whole wheat, you know, I would say, you know, keep trying it. Or at least, you know, do a mixture. So maybe do half whole wheat flour, half white flour. So there are other options out there. Okay. So while I'm doing this, Jess, if you want to start maybe on your recipe
Sure.
for our granola bars.
Sure. So let me just move this out of the way.
Okay. It smells so good. The cinnamon.
I know.
I love cinnamon.
Smells
Oh, it's
delicious.
one of my favorite spices.
Okay, so I am going to be making a peanut butter and honey chewy granola bar. So we're going to first start off by, oh, I just need that one cup,
Oh, sure.
the half cup and the 1 cup, please. Yeah. All right, so we're going to start off by heating up the honey. So we're going to be using a half a cup of honey, and we're going to just bring it to a boil, and then we're going to let it sit and boil for about a minute. So let me just put this in here. This is what's going to allow all the oats and everything to stick together along with the peanut butter. So as I said before, this recipe is really nice because it's only about 4 ingredients. So we were actually looking at a granola bar before this, and it had over 60 ingredients in it. 60 ingredients. We were just like, oh.
Oh my gosh, and it's one of those typical bars that you would buy
Right.
at the grocery store.
Right. So
Right,
it's
what
nice.
are we eating, right? What are we putting into our bodies?
Right, it's
We have
nice to be
a little
in
mindful.
control
Exactly.
of what we're putting into our body. So I'm just going to put this in here.
And you know what I love about this granola bar recipe? This is stuff that we normally have at home anyway. You know, like peanut butter, honey, you know, those kinds of, we already have those things in our cabinets.
Right.
So something
And
that
you
I
can
love.
make, if you buy all this, you can make at least 3 batches. And 1 batch makes 10. So then you can freeze the rest and then pull them out as you want them.
Yeah, and you know, and you can make different varieties too. You don't have to do just that one kind. You know, like we're doing our peanut butter bar, but you can add all kinds of things to them.
Yes, and I'm actually going to be adding some trail mix to mine. So we're going to start off by taking 2 cups of oats, quick rolled oats. Whoops, I have to rinse this out. Do that really quickly. Hey, it won't hurt. Get your kids to eat some more carrots that way. So we're going to be adding 2 cups.
Now, what kind of oats does that require? Because there's different kind of oats out there on the market.
This one required quick rolled oats.
Okay.
So we're going to mix the 2 cups here, this over here, and then this is just optional, but I picked up this cranberry trail mix that has coconuts, dried cranberries, some walnuts, so whatever you'd like. If you like it just to be almonds or cashews, whatever you want to do. So we're looking like we're starting to boil over here.
Okay.
So I'm going to just put this in here, mix this, and then I'm going to need a half cup of peanut butter.
These in the oven now.
So this is going to be pretty quick after your honey melts. You're going to have to add your peanut butter and your salt pretty quickly.
Okay.
So we have a boil now, so we're going to let it boil for about a minute. So we're just going to measure out a half cup of peanut butter. You can put it back on there and let it boil. There we go. So we have this.
So you chose an unsalted peanut butter.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Very
this
good.
is what the recipe called for, and I actually chose a crunchy peanut butter. It said to do a regular peanut butter, but I chose crunchy just because it's a granola bar, so you might as well just add a little crunch
why
to
not?
it. So,
Why not?
all right, so that's boiled for about a minute. So we can take that right off there,
Okay.
and I'm going to add the peanut butter. Do you mind just putting a line of parchment
No.
right on
sure,
that
of course.
little pan?
Of course.
Thank you. See, this is what's hard. It's pretty quick. You have to move quickly. So we have that. I'm going to add a little bit of salt just to taste. If you like it, that's an optional ingredient as well. And then we're going to mix this up.
And you know, what I love about the natural peanut butter is that it doesn't have any hydrogenated oils in there. Pretty much, if you're looking at the label, it'll say peanuts or salt. And I love that.
Okay, that's fine.
Is that okay?
Yep.
All right.
Perfect, thank you. So you have to act quickly once the honey starts to boil.
So here's an interesting fact about peanut butter. Did you know that it's actually not enough?
Really? No.
It's not enough.
Even
though it's called peanuts, right? Peanut butter. It's actually a legume, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So interesting.
Interesting fact for the day.
Trivia for you today.
Okay, so now I've mixed this all together into the oats and the trail mix. So you're gonna get a nice mixture like that with a thicker texture. And now we're gonna put it into the lined loaf pan, and we're just gonna pack it in there.
Very nice.
So these are gonna be thick granola bars, but you can cut them however you like. So we're just gonna pack it in nice and tight to get all the air out. Push it down.
How easy was that?
So easy.
That was so fast too.
So easy and fast, I know. That's why I'm like rushing all around. You have to make sure you have everything.
Great.
The timing has to be right, but easy as that.
And you know, this can be considered gluten-free too for those of you who may have an allergy to gluten. The only thing that you have to look out for is oatmeal actually is considered gluten-free. However, there are some manufacturing companies where they may process gluten, you know, for other recipes and things. So then it's technically, you know, it's tainted by association, so it's not considered gluten-free. So, but there are companies that will say gluten-free oats.
They did have some gluten-free oats as well.
Exactly,
so exactly.
So this could be a nice gluten-free snack for you.
All right, so that once it's done and put into the loaf pan, you're just gonna put it into the refrigerator for about 30 minutes to an hour, and then it will come out like this. Let me just pull out the one I made earlier. So this is the one I have from before. So with the parchment paper, it's so easy too. All you have to do is pull it out.
Barely have to clean
easy
up.
clean right there.
I love that.
And then you're gonna take it. I'm just gonna move this over here.
Sure.
So we have a
Yep,
little
I'll take it.
space.
Put this here.
Oh, and I lost my knife. So, oh, here we go. Take a knife and then pull it off here. And you can just cut it into whatever slice sizes you want. Be ready to serve right away. And we were talking about this too, that for all the ingredients that I purchased and how many bars you could make, you probably make 30 bars and they cost us $9, so, or $9 or $10, and so it's about 30 cents a bar. And when you buy a regular box of like Kashi granola bars, it's about 60 cents per bar. So it's a great alternative to buying your store-bought, and you have, like we said before, you have so much control of what you can put into it.
Exactly. And those look like something that you would buy, you know, in a store, and it only, you know, it's cheaper, and you know, you can make it however you want, which is so cool. We're just going to take a minute and let the muffins finish up cooking, and then we'll be right back.
Rotary is business development. Rotary is citizenship in the community.
Rotary is fellowship.
Rotary is personal growth and development.
Rotary is the opportunity to serve.
Since 1955, the Dartmouth Rotary Club has provided a variety of civic services for the community. The organization has been a strong supporter of the public libraries, senior citizens groups, and many other town organizations. They have also changed lives by providing scholarships to Dartmouth High and Greater New Bedford Voc Tech students. In addition to these local efforts, the group has an ongoing support for Rotary International's global efforts to eradicate polio, to provide pure water, and to improve literacy worldwide. If you would like to make a difference in the lives of those both at home and abroad, you can call 508-989-7212 or visit dartmouthrotary.com for more information.
so Jess, I think our muffins are ready out of the oven.
All right. They smell delicious.
They smell so
They
good.
smell, and then you always have your wind
I
blowing
know.
your hair every time.
It's always so nice. Okay.
Wow, they look really nice.
Yeah, they have a lot of different textures to them, which is nice. And so here's a little tip for parents out there. So if you have your picky eater that sees a little bit of carrots and orange things in there, one tip that I like to do, so if we take one of our muffins, right, put it right there, you just add a little bit of powdered sugar to it. It totally changes it and makes it so appealing to kids.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Tell them it's a little bit of snow.
A little bit of snow. No more snow. We are so done with snow, right? And
That
look
looks
at that.
delicious.
Doesn't that look nice? And you know, it's just a little bit of powdered sugar. We're not adding a lot, you know, of extra calories or sugar or anything to it. So it just kind of dresses it up a bit. Here, Jess, I'll get one for you to try. Okay. Yes, and my daughter loves these, loves them. So I don't mind handing these over to her for breakfast in the morning.
They definitely smell delicious.
No, the cinnamon.
Thank you. That's
The
what I can
honey,
smell. Yes, the
yeah,
cinnamon.
yeah. I can't wait to try one of your
Yeah,
granola
here.
bars. They look so good.
Wanna try one? Put one on your.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
All right, let me try yours
Yeah, let's try
first.
the. Tell me what you think.
That is really, really good. You know, it reminds me of one of those, you know, chewy Quaker Oats granola bars. It reminds me of that, but I actually like this better.
Definitely, you have a lot of different textures, and then when we added the cranberries,
Yep.
a little more sweetness. There's already sweetness with the honey,
Yep.
so
And
a nice little treat.
You can add different kinds of dried fruit to this. You know, we have cranberries in here, but if you like raisins or dried apricots, any kind of dried fruit really would go really
Oh,
nicely
definitely.
in this. This is so good. Again, nice little things to take to go. And you don't
Yep.
have to add the powdered sugar to it if you don't want to.
Oh, these smell so good.
Yeah. And they're nice and moist too. That's one nice thing that I like about switching oil for applesauce is that it makes it really, really moist. It's so good.
Delicious.
Isn't that nice? It's not bad. It's really, really, really good.
Delicious.
You know, again, we're getting that cinnamon, that honey. You know, and a
Definitely.
little bit of texture from the apples and the carrots. It's so good.
I like it.
Okay.
Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in trying any of these recipes, stay tuned after the show. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.